Hello everybody, it's Sarah with the York County Library and welcome to day 25 of the Daily Drawing Challenge. I am following a daily drawing challenge that is available through Creativebug. Creativebug is an online learning service that focuses on arts and crafts, and there are hundreds of tutorials. So if you think that sounds interesting to you, or if you would like to check out our other online learning services, there are links in the description below that will take you to our online learning services page. I recommend checking out the rest of the website and see what digital services we have going on right now. It's all free with your York County Library card. If you don't have one, check the links in the description also for information on how to get a temporary e-card at this moment. So, if you'd like to follow along with me on my challenge, I am doing the 29 things to draw with Molly Hatch and Heather Ross. It's a drawing challenge on Creativebug, and today is day 25. And today is an interesting drawing challenge. We are going to be drawing positive and negative space. So positive space is the space that is occupied by the object. So the positive space here would be my hand, and if you drew a line around my hand and darkened the inside, that would be the positive space. So positive just meaning there is something there. There is an object that you're looking at. The negative space is this space around my hand. So if you were to do an outline, you would draw in or color in what is on the outside of my hand, and that would be the negative space. When I think about positive and negative space and the differences of what you might perceive there, I kind of think of that optical illusion where it's the two faces. But if you look at the faces as the positive space, the negative space looks like a lamp or a candlestick. But if you look at the candlestick as the positive space, then the negative space looks like the faces. So it's an interesting concept. That was a little confusing, I'm explaining it in terms for how I understand it, but Molly Hatch does a great job of explaining it in the video for today's challenge. You could also see what I do in the video, and that might give you a better idea as well. I'm really excited about this one, and yeah, let's just jump right in. It's day 25. Let's go! Okay, so day 24, not day 25. We're going to be looking at positive and negative space. I'm going to be using this Tombow pen marker. It has a thin tip that I'm going to use for drawing and then a brush tip that I'm going to be using to fill things in. So the first thing I'm drawing is a light bulb, and I am filling in the positive space, so the area where the object actually resides. I chose 3 objects to do for today's challenge. I didn't have a fern, and I thought I would try something different. So I'm doing a light bulb, a candle that I used in a previous video, and some scissors that I used in a previous video. If you're going to be selecting other items to draw other than a fern, I would look for things kind of like these scissors where there is a absence of something within it. So that would be the finger holes on the handle and the thin space in between them. So here I am filling in the positive space for the scissors. So I'm not filling in where the finger grip is, and I'm not filling in that space between the handles. So that's the positive space filled in. So we're going to switch gears and draw the same objects on the opposite side, but then we're going to be filling in the negative space instead of the positive space. So I decided to go with the scissors first. And I'm going to be using the brush pen to fill in the negative space around the object. So I'm kind of going around with an outline first and then filling the area in beyond that line. Also decided I didn't want to fill in that entire space, so I just stuck with a kind of diagonal area instead of the full area. Here's the light bulb. Again, doing that outline first, using the tip of the brush to get into those little areas around the bottom of the bulb. And then here's the candle. I decided to put a little flame. Again, I kind of liked how this was, I was using two objects that generate light, and I was filling in positive and negative space with them. And there we go. And there's my candle. I used the negative space to kind of soften the edges, which is kind of cool. So as an inspiration for today, I decided to draw the negative space around my name. Though I did notice when reviewing footage, I forgot to fill in the middle of my A's. So if you do this as well when you sign off on your work, remember, fill in all the negative space. And there we go. That was day 25. How did you like it? Was it fun exploring the concept of positive and negative space in relation to drawing? Did it allow you to see what you were drawing in a different way, including the space around it and how it defines the object? I think I had a lot of fun today. I really liked working with the same objects in different ways, and I think it had a very interesting effect on the page, especially since I chose the light bulb and the candle specifically because they are two objects that generate light, and so to see them in positive and negative, it was just interesting. I thought that was kind of intriguing and eye-catching. So hope you had fun today. If you did watch the video on Creativebug, she actually does a fern, which is a very complicated shape. I think if I were to go even one more or two or three more pages further with this challenge, I would pick something complicated like this right here, or something like a section of a doily where there are a lot of spaces, negative spaces here. You can see here on these loops where there is no yarn. That is an interesting shape that's being created, and that is also creating a pattern across that as much as these loops are. So maybe I'll try that in the future if I, dare. I hope you dare. Do a challenge, try something new, push yourself, and I hope that you've been enjoying this challenge so far. We've only got, 26, 27, 28, 29. 4 days left, not even a handful, just 4. So I hope to see you tomorrow, but until then, everybody, stay safe and stay creative, York County.